Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow. No notifications. No messages. No one calls your name. No one checks on you. Just silence. For most people, that sounds terrifying, because somewhere along the way, we started believing that being alone means something is wrong with us. We chase conversations. We chase attention. We chase validation. Anything to escape a few quiet moments with ourselves. But what if the very thing you're running from is the one thing that could completely change your life? Today, you're going to discover why some of the world's most successful people learn to embrace solitude, and why loneliness may be your greatest hidden advantage. Chapter 1. To the world is afraid of silence. Listen carefully. When was the last time you sat in complete silence? Without music, without your phone, without opening another app. Most people can't do it, not because they're busy, but because silence feels uncomfortable. The moment everything becomes quiet, your mind starts speaking. It reminds you of the dreams you've ignored, the promises you've broken, the fears you've buried, and instead of listening, you reach for your phone. One scroll, one video, one distraction, anything, to silence the voice inside your head. The truth is, most people aren't addicted to social media. They're addicted to escaping themselves. And that's exactly why loneliness feels painful. Because for the first time, there's nowhere left to hide. Chapter 2. To the lie society tells you from the day we're born. We're taught something dangerous, that being surrounded by people means you're successful. More friends, more followers, more likes, more attention, more approval. Social media tells you, if nobody is watching, you don't matter. But think about it. The loudest room isn't always the smartest room. The busiest life isn't always the happiest life. Sometimes, the strongest people are the ones working quietly, while nobody is looking, because real growth rarely happens in a crowd. It happens when you're alone with your thoughts, alone with your discipline, alone with your purpose. Chapter 3. The moment everything changes. There comes a moment in every person's life when the noise finally stops. Maybe after failure, maybe after heartbreak, maybe after losing someone, or maybe you simply become tired of pretending. At first, it feels lonely, but slowly, something incredible begins to happen. You start hearing your own thoughts again. You stop living for other people's opinions. You stop comparing yourself. You begin asking questions that actually matter. Who am I? What do I really want? What kind of life am I building? And for the first time, the answers don't come from the internet. They come from within. That's the true power of solitude. It doesn't change the world around you. It changes the person looking at the world. But solitude alone isn't enough. If you don't know how to use it, loneliness can become a prison instead of a superpower. So why do history's greatest thinkers, creators, and leaders intentionally spend time alone? And what did they discover that most people never will? Let's find out. Chapter 4. To where greatness is born. Think about this. No masterpiece has ever been created in the middle of constant distraction. Every great achievement begins in silence. A book starts with one person, alone. A business begins with one idea, often developed in quiet moments. A stronger body is built one workout at a time. And a stronger mind is built in moments when nobody is watching. The world celebrates the result, but it rarely sees the lonely hours that made it possible. Behind every extraordinary life, there are thousands of ordinary moments spent in silence. Chapter 5. To loneliness or solitude. Here's where most people get confused. Loneliness and solitude are not the same thing. Loneliness is feeling disconnected, even when you're surrounded by people. Solitude is choosing to spend time alone, to reconnect with yourself. One drains your energy, the other restores it. The difference isn't where you are. The difference is why you're there. If you're hiding from the world, loneliness becomes painful. But if you're building yourself, solitude becomes powerful. The room hasn't changed, only your mindset has. Chapter 6. To the noise is keeping you average every day. Your attention is under attack. Messages, notifications, trending videos, breaking news, endless opinions. Everyone wants a piece of your mind. But here's the problem: a distracted mind can never build an extraordinary life. Imagine trying to see your reflection in water that's constantly moving. You can't. Only when the water becomes still can you see clearly. Your mind works the same way. When you remove the noise, you begin to think differently. You stop reacting. You start creating. You stop following. You start leading. That's why silence isn't empty. It's where clarity begins. Chapter 7. To the advantage nobody can see. Most people are afraid to sit alone for 30 minutes. But imagine if you did that every single day. No phone, no music, no distractions, just you and your thoughts. At first, it feels uncomfortable. Then, it becomes peaceful. And eventually, it becomes your greatest advantage. Because while everyone else is consuming, you're creating. While everyone else is comparing, you're improving. While everyone else is waiting, you're becoming. The strongest people in the world don't fear silence. They use it because they know something most people never discover. Your greatest breakthroughs rarely happen in a crowded room. They happen when you're finally alone with your purpose. But knowing the value of solitude isn't enough. How do you actually turn loneliness into confidence, discipline, and inner strength? In the final chapter, you'll discover a simple daily practice that can completely change the way you think, and maybe the way you live forever. Fire. Chapter 8. To the 30-minute rule. Here's a challenge. Not for a year, not for a month, just 30 minutes a day. Every day, spend 30 minutes completely alone. No phone, no music, no notifications, no scrolling, just silence. At first, your mind will fight back. You'll feel bored, restless, maybe even anxious. That's because, for years, your brain has been trained to depend on constant stimulation. But if you stay, something incredible begins to happen. Your thoughts become clearer, your emotions become calmer, your focus becomes stronger. You begin hearing something you haven't heard in a very long time. Your own voice, not the world's voice, yours. Chapter 9. To build in silence. The world celebrates loud success. But success is built in silence. Nobody applauds the mornings you wake up early. Nobody notices the pages you read, the workouts you finish, the skills you practice, the discipline you build. Those moments happen when nobody is watching, and that's exactly why they matter. The strongest foundations are built underground, long before anyone sees the building. Your future works the same way. Every quiet decision, every lonely morning, every focused hour, is another brick in the life you're creating. One day, people will call you lucky. They'll never see the silent years that made you unstoppable. Chapter 10. To the person you meet in solitude. One day, if you spend enough time alone, you'll meet someone unexpected. Your real self, not the version trying to impress others, not the version chasing approval. The real you, the person with dreams, with fears, with potential, with purpose. That meeting can change everything, because once you know who you are, the opinions of strangers lose their power. Comparison disappears, confidence grows, and your direction becomes clear. You stop asking, "What do they think of me?" and start asking, "What am I becoming?" That single question has changed countless lives. Final message. Maybe loneliness was never the punishment. Maybe it was the preparation. The world taught you to fear being alone. But history tells a different story. The greatest transformations often begin in silence, when nobody believes in you. Believe in yourself when nobody is watching. Keep building when nobody understands your journey. Keep walking, because every extraordinary life was once invisible. Every champion was once unknown. Every masterpiece was once unfinished. And every powerful mind was once sitting alone, wondering if it was worth it. So, the next time life becomes quiet, don't run from it, use it, because solitude isn't where dreams die. It's where they are born. Close this video, put your phone away, sit in silence, even if it's only for 10 minutes. Listen to your own thoughts. Write down your biggest goal, and take one small step toward it today. Years from now, you won't remember every notification you received, but you will remember the day you stopped chasing noise and started building your future. Thank you for watching. If this video changed the way you think, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe to the Shadow Code for cinematic documentaries on psychology, discipline, and becoming the strongest version of yourself. Remember, the crowd creates comfort, solitude creates greatness. Welcome to the Shadow Code. Fire.